Stam Garden Center, your one-stop shop for spring. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
The Ruckus is bringing the party to the Metro, June 7th and 8th at Adventureland Resort, with Friday headliner Chris Young.
I've got some famous friends.
Saturday headliner Jake Owen.
Yeah, caught up in a southern sun.
Russell Dickerson, Maddie and Tay, Lauren Elena, Brian Kelly, and more. Festival tickets include access to the theme park and water park. Get your tickets at ruckusiowa.com.
Use code word Steve for 25% discount for weekend VIP and weekend general admission tickets.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the thousands listening locally and the millions listening around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to Shetland!
Indeed, it is time to Shetler here on Steve Shetler Media. It's the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery. We are broadcasting live from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's take a look at that information. Stam Garden Center and Nursery along Highway 92 East Oskaloosa, where you can experience the color. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed on Sundays. Stam Garden Center and Nursery. The Oski Dental Studios, you can get a hold of Dr. Schuster or Dr. Drawn at 673-4845. They are accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider, and you can find them at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Again, we thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Let's take a look at our forecast right now. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson in Sigourney. Stop in and see Cindy. I just did yesterday. Cindy and I had a nice chat. You can see her Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturdays, 9 to noon. Sunshine today. Man, nice day. A little bit breezy. As we'll have sunshine today, a high of 77. Breezy northwest winds could gust up to 35 miles per hour. Clear skies tonight, low of 53. Sunshine tomorrow, a high of 80. Tomorrow night, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms late, a low of 60. And then Saturday will be mostly sunny and 79. Right now, current conditions in southeast Iowa, humidity at 78%. Winds are west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. The barometer at 29.77 and 57 degrees currently in southeast Iowa. Your weather brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Earlier this morning, as we do every weekday morning, we put up our This or That. It's brought to us by Stacy Flynn at the Legacy Insurance Group and by Welcome Realty. This or that, which one would you choose? This is a tattoo, or that is a piercing? I'm going with tattoo. I do have, you guys probably don't know this, but there is a crazy side to me. I do have 2 tattoos on my body. So I'm going with a tattoo if I had to choose between that. So that's your This or That. Make sure you scroll back through your timeline and comment on which one you would go with. Coming up later on today at noon, we'll put up our question of the day, brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Question is, if you caught someone stealing a package from your neighbor's porch, what would you do? What would you do? Would you tackle them and hold them until police came? Would you call 911? Would you tell your neighbor? What would you do? What are you going to do if you see someone stealing a package from your neighbor's porch? That's an interesting scenario. There's lots of porch pirates out there that take things from people's porches. So that'll be an interesting topic. We'll see what the responses are at noon. Our question of the day brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. And we've got our For the Fun of It tournament going on. We're talking overall 90s country superstar. And it's brought to us by Son-in-Law Services. Josh Clubb, your local handyman here in Sigourney. You're looking at the brackets right now. George Strait, Reba, and Alabama have moved on to the second round. Our current matchup is Toby Keith and Tim McGraw. T&T, Toby and Tim. Give a thumbs up for Toby or a heart for Tim McGraw. Go back. That voting started up at 6 p.m. last evening and runs through 6 p.m. this evening. Find that post. Hit the thumbs up for Toby or the heart for Tim, and the winner will move into the second round. So far, Toby Keith is leading Tim McGraw. It surprises me. Toby did really well. He made it all the way to the finals in our previous male superstar tournament for the 1990s country music scene. But yeah, once again, Toby probably going to beat Tim, unless Tim can make a big comeback in the voting. You got till 6 p.m. to get your votes in. Make sure you scroll back and find that and give your vote. Son-in-Law Services, Josh Clubb, handyman, our sponsor, 319-431-1806, our For the Fun of It tournament. What else do we have going on? Of course, coming up tomorrow, we'll be going to Barnwired in Sigourney for our Iowa Music Showcase. Jason Kinsel coming to Sigourney, Barnwired, 11:30 to noon tomorrow. Live interview, live music from Jason Kinsel, 11:30 to noon. You can see that in person at Barnwired or watch it live here on Steve Shetler Media. Saturday, we go to Brothers Market in Sigourney for the sports section. Mitch Eslick, your host. This Saturday, we're talking motorsports. And we've got Braden Wood, Krista Sellers, and Xander Bell coming to Brothers Market to talk about stock car racing, figure eight racing, and motocross. So tune in. That'll be interesting. That'll be a first time we've talked about that stuff on the sports section. Of course, we have Tuesday night tune-up on Tuesdays, but we'll be talking to some of our young adults in the area that are interested and involved in motorsports coming up on Saturday morning. Speaking of TNT, Tuesday night tune-up, that is Tuesday nights live from Smoky Row. Tuesdays at 7, hosted by Safe Grafke. If you like local and area racing, make sure you tune in for that. Now, also, of course, we always have our Athlete of the Week and our Team of the Week polls going on each week during the high school sports seasons, which you can get your votes in. Those polls went up Monday afternoon. Voting probably continuing into today at some point. But, of course, the big thing that we've been talking about here the last week or two is our upcoming Athlete of the Year tournament. And to get into this tournament, our athletes, you have to have won the Athlete of the Week at some point in this past school year and the current school year, which continues with baseball and softball through June, July. But you also have to have enough votes from your winning week to get into the top 16. What you're looking at there is your top 16 vote getters so far. Now, athletes of the week, I should say, can still get into this top 16 for the next few weeks. During baseball and softball here this summer, you can still earn your way into this tournament. This is just the field right now. If we do have one of our Athlete of the Week winners get enough votes, they can still get into this tournament. So do keep that in mind, please. Now, last evening, we did reveal the prize that'll be up for grabs. And that is this really cool championship belt. It's legit. I mean, it's not cheap by any means. There's some money invested into this belt for the Steve Shetler Media 23-24 Athlete of the Year tournament that comes up in August, brought to us by our Athlete of the Week sponsor, Keokuk County Health Center, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, and by our Team of the Week sponsor, Kelly Style State Farm. So that is a look at the belt. That is what the winner of the tournament in August will receive. So that's pretty, I think that's pretty cool. Here, I've got the belt in the studio here with me. So let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at the championship belt here. I'm knocking on it. This is legit. It has a nice soft, it's soft. It's soft to the touch. You can actually, if the Athlete of the Year wins this and wants to wear it around their waist, at school or at college, depending on who wins, this is a legitimate belt, a legitimate championship belt. This is like the kind of belt that a WWE wrestler or a UFC fighter or a boxer would win. So, yeah, this is the real deal. So pretty cool. I think I'm just gonna wear it over my shoulder the rest of the show now. But this is neat. So I'm gonna put this back here. I need to display this. I think we'll take this on the road with us to. We'll get that the right side up. I'm gonna take this and have it on display during our sports section on Saturday mornings. We'll have that up at Brothers Market if anybody wants to see it, which I need to go a certain way. Nope, let's go the other way with it. Let's put that over there so people can see it a little bit. Our Athlete of the Year championship belt. I think that's cool. Hopefully the athletes think that as well. Hopefully this tournament is a huge thing because people want to win that belt. All right, good morning. Let's say some good mornings here. Bubby, Dan, Tamra, Dodie, Cindy, Nancy. Let's see here. Becky, Sandy, Jackie, Tamra, Amber. Oh, we got 32-year anniversary for the Schusters. Tamra and Dan, happy anniversary to you guys. Of course, Oski Dental, a huge part of Steve Shetler Media. So yeah, happy anniversary to the Schusters. That is pretty awesome. Let's see here. Somebody had commented something else. What is this? Anyway, yeah. Good morning to everybody. Glad to have you along on this Thursday, June 6th. One thing we haven't done yet is some birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And you and you. Birthdays, celebrity, and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, the broker, owner, realtor. Get a hold of her at 641-295-4142, hometown-re.com. In our hometown, our local and area birthdays for today. Oh, we got a big one here in the Shetler house. Riley Shetler, my daughter, turning 24 years old here in about 9 minutes officially at 7:23. We watched the birth video, for lack of better terms, last night. Good memories, good times. Happy birthday to my daughter, Riley. She's the best. She's the best. I've got the best daughter. I've got the best kids. So happy birthday to Riley. I threatened her that I would take the camera live into her bedroom and wake her up at 7:23. I don't think she would appreciate that, so we won't do that this morning, but I have considered it. So, Jewel Bringman with a birthday today. Blaine Gretter with a birthday today. Jonathan Utterback and Sonny Cutler, great musician, originally from Iowa. He's now down in Nashville, last I knew. So, happy birthday to those hometown folks on that side of the screen. On the celebrity side, we've got singer Gary U.S. Bonds turning 85 today. We've got Freddy Krueger, The actor Robert Englund turning 77 today. From tennis, Bjorn Borg, 68. Guitarist Steve Vai is 64. Great actor Paul Giamatti turning 57. Uncle Kracker. At one point, he was Kid Rock's sidekick. I don't know if he's still on the road with Kid Rock, but Uncle Kracker is 50. And then from football, DeAndre Hopkins is 32. Those are your celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Again, happy birthday to my daughter Riley, celebrating her 24th birthday for today. On this date in history, it was on this date in 1816, a 10-inch snowstorm hit the Northeast, hit New England, in what they called the Year of No Summer. That was 1816. 10 inches of snow. Can you imagine that in June, 10 inches of snow? It was on this date in 1844 the YMCA was founded. Once they could all agree on the arm gestures, of course. YMCA. It was on this date in 1850 Levi Strauss made his first pair of blue jeans, Levi's. On this date in 1882 the electric iron was patented. It was on this date in 1933 the very first drive-in movie theater opened up. And on this date in 1944, the 78th anniversary of D-Day during World War II. So, big historical moment there. Today on the National Day calendar is World Pest Day. I'm assuming they're meaning bugs. Maybe they're meaning people that are pests. I don't know. World Pest Day. It's National Eyewear Day. Yes, I do have bifocals. It's National Higher Education Day. It's National Applesauce Cake Day. I don't know if I've ever had applesauce cake, but it sounds kind of good. National Drive-In Movie Day. It's National Gardening Exercise Day. So exercise while you garden. And it's National Yo-Yo Day. I don't have a yo-yo, but if you have a yo-yo, celebrate that. Before we go any further, let's hear from our sponsors, and that includes our headliner, Stam Garden Center and Nursery.
Stam Garden Center, your one-stop shop for spring. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Tassel Ridge also offers 9 different rosé wines that range from dry to semi-sweet and on to fully sweet wines. All are very fruity and all can be chilled and sipped or served with spicy dishes like Asian stir-fries, Mexican, and Moroccan couscous. Where white wines may not have enough body for all consumers or for all meals, red wines may have too much flavor. A rosé has more body and flavor than does a white, but less than a red wine. Our driest rosé is St. Croix Rosé. The semi-sweet rosés are American Pink Catawba, Oskey Fazanti Red, Sweet Roxy Red, and Iowa Steuben. The sweetest rosés are Oskey Fazanti Pink, Oskey Fazanti Cranberry, Cranberry Wine, and Rocket's Glare Rosé. When asked for my favorite, I usually think of Iowa Steuben. Iowa Steuben is a very fruity, semi-sweet rosé that is very popular. It's also versatile since it can be chilled and sipped, or it can also be used to complement many foods.
Alrighty, we are back here on the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery. We are broadcasting live from the Oskey Dental Studios. And yes, during the commercial break, let me adjust my thumb accordingly. I did adjust the championship belt in the background. Once again, the winner of the upcoming Athlete of the Year tournament in August will win that really cool championship belt. Let's do some things you need to know. In some things you need to know, actor Eric Anderson, who had a role in Felicity, which my daughter and wife like to watch, Felicity. Eric Anderson has died after a battle with cancer. He was 67 years old. Other things you need to know, changes at Spirit Airlines. They're upping the weight limit for checked bags to 50 pounds and extending the validity of flight credits to 12 months. So that going on at Spirit Airlines. How about Jennifer Aniston? Jennifer is going to be producing a remake of 925. Dolly Parton said that she would love to make an appearance in the film. So a remake, because that's what Hollywood does. Let's see here. The parent company of a Virginia facility that bred beagles to be sold to labs for drug experiments, sounds horrible, will now have to pay more than $35 million, the largest ever fine in an Animal Welfare Act case in history. So, yeah, it's horrible. Former Boy Meets World star Trina McGee, or Trina? I don't know. Whoever she is announced that she's expecting a baby at the age of 54. Wow. Let's stay in Hollywood. Alec Baldwin and his wife, Hilaria, is that how you say her name? Alec and Hilaria? Announced yesterday, 1 month before he's set to go on trial for manslaughter in New Mexico, that they and their 7 kids will show their private lives on a new reality show on TLC. It's called The Baldwins. So even though you can murder somebody, you can still have your own reality TV show. Interesting. Let's go to racing. Legendary racer and the oldest living Indianapolis 500 champ, Parnelli Jones, passed away on Tuesday at the age of 90. R.I.P. Let's go back to Spirit Airlines. A passenger managed to track down her stolen luggage after it vanished when she arrived at a Florida airport. And that's thanks to one of the Apple Watches that was in the suitcase. It turned out to be at the home of an airport worker who took it home with him. Did he do it on accident, or did he steal it? I'm thinking he probably stole it. Other things you need to know, researchers say there could be a connection between highly caffeinated energy drinks and the explosion of colorectal cancer in young people. They believe an ingredient in Red Bull and other top brands, such as Celsius and Monster, may be linked to bacteria in the gut that speeds up tumor growth. So look out for those energy drinks. Actress Evangeline Lilly announcing on Instagram on Monday that she is following a dream that she had back in 2006 to become a retired actress. So does that mean that she's done acting? I assume so. Evangeline Lilly. How about Christian singer Mandisa? She died suddenly back in April at the age of 47. There was all kinds of speculation as to how and why she passed away, but the cause of death has now been revealed as complications of class 3 obesity. So evidently that was the cause of the health issues behind Mandisa passing away. Something new to worry about this summer. Something called Joro spiders. I may or may not be pronouncing that right. Joro spiders. They first showed up in Georgia, compliments of Japan, and now experts say they're on their way to the Northeast. Evidently, they want a vacation in New Jersey. A quick description is, quote, they are vibrant yellow and with black coloration. So they're black and yellow, 4-inch legs. They can fly, flying spiders, and are venomous. Yeah. Other than that, nothing to worry about. So be on the lookout for those venomous, flying black and gold spiders. Let's see here. New from Goldfish. We were at the grocery store the other day, and I got some goldfish for the first time in years. I just had a craving for some goldfish crackers. Goldfish will be making dill-flavored goldfish crackers, so be on the lookout for that. Also, last thing that you need to know today is it's Pat Sajak's final 2 nights on Wheel of Fortune. So make sure you tune in. Ryan Seacrest, the new host, was just 7 years old when Sajak first started hosting the show. You know, I never did get around to applying for that job of hosting Wheel of Fortune. I always thought I would like to be a game show host. Maybe I can still do that before it's too late. But Pat Sajak, make sure you tune in tonight and tomorrow for Wheel of Fortune to see Pat's final couple of episodes. Let's go ahead and do some weird.
That is weird.
In some weird today, let's go to the Amazon. Elon Musk's efforts to bring internet access to a secluded Amazonian tribe has backfired, according to tribal elders who blame social media for tearing the community apart. 9 months ago, the arrival of Starlink, Musk's internet service, brought the web to the remote Marubo tribe along the river in the Amazon for the first time. It's caused a bitter rift within the 2,000-member community between those who wish to keep the community free from technology and those who are ready to embrace it. So, the internet causing issues in the Amazon. How about some AI? Researchers at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, have built an AI-powered chatbot that simulates a user's older self and dishes out observations and pearls of wisdom. Now, the aim is to encourage people to give more thought today to the person that they want to be tomorrow. Now, with a profile picture that's digitally aged to show youthful users as wrinkly, white-haired seniors, the chatbot generates plausible and synthetic memories and draws on a user's present aspirations to spin tales about their successful life. So, AI, it can do some crazy things. Other things that are in the weird today, we're going to stay right here in Iowa for this one. Turkey vultures. Actually, that would be turkeys, not turkey vultures. I don't know what turkey vultures say, but they don't gobble, I don't think. Turkey vultures are a common sight here in Iowa. They show up in March and April and then migrate south at the first frost. Because they're social, non-breeding turkey vultures often gather in tall trees, cell phone towers, or other tall roosts. Now, although they are an essential part of the ecosystem, every so often they become a nuisance. And some residents in west central Iowa have been dealing with large groups of the birds roosting above their properties, creating a mess. The city of Guthrie Center, in a more kind of north central-ish Iowa, will be trying several methods to get them to move on. Andy Kellner, a wildlife biologist with the Iowa DNR, says people can legally harass the birds with sound or spraying water to get them to move elsewhere, but not without risk. He says, quote, that's where it gets a little bit tricky because if there's a big buildup of birds, one of the first things we'll tell people is, all right, try to haze them or scare them out of the area. And if you're scaring a bird and its defense mechanism is to throw up, well, then you've got that to deal with, as the vomit from turkey vultures is acidic and can damage painted surfaces. So if you try to get rid of the birds and you irritate them enough, they could throw up and ruin your paint. If all other methods fail, the city of Guthrie Center has obtained a permit to shoot up to 5 birds and hang them in effigy to scare off the others. That's kind of nasty. Any shooting will be done by the local DNR conservation officer, as turkey vultures are a federally protected species. So, turkey vultures in Iowa being a nuisance. Let's go to Tokyo. Hello, Tokyo. Japan's capital will launch its own dating app as early as this summer as part of government's efforts to boost the plunging national birth rate, according to a Tokyo official. Users will be required to submit documentation proving they are legally single and sign a letter stating they are willing to get married. Stating one's income is common on Japanese dating apps, but Tokyo will require a tax certificate slip to prove the annual salary. So, Tokyo, trying to hook some people up, get them married. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. In some disorder today, let's go to Michigan. A Michigan man who went viral after a judge noticed him driving while he attended a virtual Zoom court hearing with a suspended license is being vindicated by an apparent clerical error. Corey Harris, 44 years old, attended the virtual hearing May 15th. I believe we talked about this case here on the Morning Wake Up. He attended that virtual hearing for charges related to an October traffic stop in Michigan. A clip from the hearing spread like wildfire across the internet, with many in disbelief that Harris would drive with a suspended license right in front of the judge. After noticing what Harris was doing, Simpson revoked his bond and ordered him to turn himself into jail. What Simpson and no one in the courtroom apparently knew was that another judge had rescinded Harris's license suspension back in January of 2022. Why didn't the court know that? Well, Harris's license had been suspended during a now settled child support case with the Saginaw County Friend of the Court before it was ordered reinstated. The reason Simpson and no one in the courtroom knew about that reinstatement is because the Secretary of State's office never received a clearance. So, clerical errors, that guy was driving legally, if you saw that clip that was going around the internet. Let's do something that will make you smile.
Something that makes you smile.
In Something That Will Make You Smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions, Dr. Stacy Freeze. You know, Lifetime Dental is going to be moving from one side of the square to the other in Sigourney. You can come see them at their new location mid-July at 115 South Jefferson Street in Sigourney. It's the building previously owned by Sigourney Smiles, and do keep in mind Lifetime Dental is accepting new patients, and you can call 641-622-2669. In some something that'll make you smile, in some smiling today, a handful of children in China. Let's bring me back on the screen here. Handful of children in China are experiencing sound for the very first time, thanks to scientists who employed gene therapy to help alleviate their hereditary hearing issues. The Guardian reports the astounding research published Wednesday in Nature Medicine, in which doctors at a university treated 5 kids, ages 1 to 11, who were born deaf due to genetic mutations. Those mutations upend the body's ability to produce a protein needed for auditory signals to effectively move from the ear to the brain. The doctors in the trial treated 2 girls and 3 boys who have a condition known as DFNB9 in both ears by introducing a normal copy of the mutated gene into the children via an inactive virus in a minimally invasive procedure. But regardless, the story goes on, and I will post this at 7:45 on Facebook this morning if you want to read the entire thing. But kids being able to hear, that's always a good thing, and that is something that will make you smile. Brought to us by Dr. Stacy Freeze at Lifetime Dental Solutions. Let's wrap up today with some duh.
Duh.
In some duh, well, if you were thinking about peeing on somebody because they got stung by a jellyfish, don't do that. No, you can go to the bathroom in the restroom like everybody else. Jellyfish, they are a problem occasionally during the summer. If you get stung by a jellyfish while you're at the beach, try not to panic. And don't give in to the myth that medical experts say just makes matters worse. Amanda Joy, a certified physician assistant and associate, says that the peeing theory is a myth. She says, quote, "Do not let your friends urinate on you. We don't need to be doing that." She says, instead, the recommendation is to remove the jellyfish's tentacles and irrigate or clean the water with the area with seawater. So clean it out with seawater, not with tap water, not with bottled water, and not with pee. with sea water. So, yeah, the myth of peeing on your jellyfish sting, it's gone. So don't be that person peeing on somebody on the beach. That's your moment of
Duh. 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 Duh.
That is your morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media, brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery, and broadcasting from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's take a look at our Garden Gate forecast. Nice and sunny today, 77 for the high, breezy northwest winds for today. So if you can put up with some breezy conditions, it will be a beaut. Otherwise, we do thank Stam Garden Center and Nursery for sponsoring our morning wake up. We do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our studios, and we wish Dr. Dan and Tamara a great anniversary day today. Hope you guys celebrate and have a great day. Hey, coming up here on Steve Shetler Media, let me look up at our video schedule for this Thursday. We'll have In Remembrance Of at 8 a.m. We'll have the Sigourney Public Library video with Miss Amanda at 10 a.m. Later on this afternoon, The Great Outdoors with Laura DeCook at 4. We'll have Successful Farming at 5:30. The Heartland Humane Society Weekly Pet at right around 6 usually. And then Sports Talk with Morgan You Asked For at 7 p.m. And that goes along with all of our other stuff that we post on Facebook throughout the day. Hey, again, I wish my daughter Riley a happy birthday today. You have a great day. I'll come in and wake you up here in a second once I get done here. Otherwise, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow at 7 a.m.